Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So it's been 3 or 4 weeks since I started the university, and let me tell you, it has not been easy. Okay, so I'm sure I'm not the only one feeling this type of way, especially if you have 8 a.m. classes that you have to go to, and if you live far away from the campus. Trust me, I empathize with you. Since I'm currently going through the same situation, I found ways to enjoy my first day, even if it means waking up at 4 a.m. every day. So in this video, I'll share how I've turned my life into something more beautiful and enjoyable. From the early morning routines to the little moments throughout the day, I'll show you how I find joy in the everyday experiences of my university life. And by seeing the beauty in the ordinary, I've been able to cope better and appreciate every moment. So let's dive into my romanticized school life. Throughout the video, there will be 4 points that I will list out. The first point will be learning how to love early mornings. To kick off my day, I wake up at 4 a.m. every school day since it takes me 2 hours to commute to school. I know waking up that early sounds dreadful, but I've actually grown to appreciate it. Getting up early gives me plenty of time to get dressed, style my hair, and do my makeup because I feel great when I look good and ready for the day. Okay, so I don't necessarily have to wake up that early. I just prefer it so I can take my time instead of rushing out the door. Although it's tough, I find that it makes my mornings feel much better, you know? I prefer that to running out the door, rushing out, just hoping that I don't miss the bus. But I think waking up earlier, especially if it's 2 hours earlier, just to take my time, you know, like get real with myself, get ready for the day, you know, and start the day off great. Yeah.
So for my outfit, I'm just wearing a basic, I'm not gonna say basic because I do look good, but just a black leggings with a sweater, a blue sweater, you know, just for fall. I think this gives up a fall vibe, and it's gonna be cold today, and I'm not trying to risk it or do anything. So yeah, I'm gonna put on a jacket and I'm gonna head out.
So by 6 a.m., I'm on my way to the bus stop to catch the bus. As you can see, coming early to the bus stop makes me, you know, walk rather than run, which actually makes me feel nice because most times I always run and I hate the feeling of running to the bus stop, especially when I run and the bus doesn't come on time. Like, no. So walking to the bus stop actually makes a huge significance in my opinion. And as you can see, if I hadn't made the sacrifice of waking up 2 hours early, my commute would be much more stressful and chaotic. And that is not how I want my mornings to be. So I just take my time and see it through. Yeah. So one thing I've come to love about my early morning commutes is the peaceful silence. Like, you don't get it. Like, anytime I enter the bus, everywhere is just quiet. It just feels right because it's 6 a.m. No one has the strength to chat or make noise or blast music. Like everyone is just sleepy. And I really appreciate that type of atmosphere, especially in the mornings, because I do not have the strength. But sometimes I use those times to review for my classes or do my assignments. And plus, I get to enjoy beautiful skies, which makes the commute worthwhile. So after spending an hour on the bus, I arrived at the train station. I really enjoy taking the train to school. Riding it in the early morning feels like something out of a coming of age movie, just sitting, gazing out the window while listening to music and occasionally catching sights of breathtaking views. To me, that's just the highlight of my mornings, and to be honest, I prefer that than, I don't know what to compare it to, but I just like that. And that is it for my early morning commute, and that is how I have tried and I'm still trying to learn how to love early mornings. And now going on to the second point, I would like to talk about being productive. Now, after my first classes, I have 3 hours of free time every school day. And one of the most frustrating aspects of that is that if I lived closer to the school or to campus, I would just go home and sleep and relax to my next classes. But instead I end up lounging and getting bored, which makes me tired of school and leads to a cycle of complaints that I really don't enjoy. So to avoid that, I head up to the library and spend time with my books. Honestly, doing schoolwork on campus has helped me stay focused and on track. This approach really benefits me as I can use the time to review before quizzes, leading to me getting higher marks, and which makes me happy because I love the academic validation. I especially enjoy the library at this time of the year because there's a particular spot that I love to sit, which is by the window, which enhances the experience. And having a study playlist also has helped me concentrate, though that's more suited for people who like studying with music. And if you don't like studying with music, that's still okay. Everyone has their own style, has their own method on how to study, and which is fine. Occasionally, I do get distracted and find myself watching the leaves fall outside, which somehow keeps me motivated, or rather, there's something about the environment that inspires me. Now, this doesn't mean that I study every time I visit the library. No, I do not. That would even be too much for me because I only study when I feel like, okay, we need to get this down, or I need to get back on track. And also, when I feel like it's the right time. But I really don't do that every time. That would be too much for me. And so instead, what I do is some days I relax by watching movies or TV shows that I'm in the mood for. Lately, I've been enjoying the TV show Liv and Maggie. It just brings back a sense of nostalgia from my childhood, and I've really grown into watching old Disney Channel movies or just old movies in general. I also catch up with friends while I'm there. We just hang out, talk about classes, talk about what we could do, talk about new events coming up in school, all those type of things. And one thing I do sometimes is I use those my free time, to finish my assignments, like writing the script for this video or editing my video in my free time. At the same time, it just keeps me productive. It keeps me doing something which I really like and which I really oh. The next point I want to discuss is the importance of being open to trying new things. So I believe that pushing yourself to explore new experiences can make the school life more enjoyable and exciting, especially since you're discovering things for the first time. Okay, so you might wonder, how can I try new things? For example, I recently tried riding an e-bike. Okay, this might not seem like something important to you, but it has actually been a personal goal of mine to ride the e-bike, because I always see people riding it and I admire them, and I can't ride a bike. I mean, I know how to, but that was like a long time ago. So I took it upon myself to try that out, and I decided to give it a shot. At first, it was a bit daunting since those bikes go surprisingly fast, and I was scared. I was scared for my life. I was scared I was going to run into something. But, I think I eventually got the hang of it, and it was fun, to be honest. Riding it around campus, especially during the fall, when nature looks stunning, that was such a delightful experience, and I would like to do it again, but later. I could save that experience for later, not now. Speaking of things being worthwhile, I want to discuss the final point of this video, which is making time for yourself. At this point, we all understand how crucial it is to take a break, step away from your books, studying, or the school environment in general. After all work and no play makes Jack a dull boy. Personally, I enjoy changing my scenery. For instance, I recently visited the Alberta craft gallery, and it was fantastic. I got to appreciate many beautiful crafts, which provided a nice distraction from school. Overall, just do something you love. I enjoy visiting art galleries or similar places to relax and recharge. Just saying, have some time for yourself, know your boundaries, know your limits, and hopefully that works.
The only thing standing between you and your dreams is the story you keep telling yourself.
Okay, so before I wrap up this video, I want to share some tips that help me when life gets challenging. So I make it a point to look up and and express gratitude to God. Even when things are tough, I try to avoid the temptation to complain about my situation or my circumstances, right? I remind myself to be thankful for the chance to pursue post-secondary education, as not everyone has that opportunity. And instead of dwelling on minor inconveniences like my commute, I prefer to take that time to appreciate the beautiful morning skies and the experiences that will turn into future stories or memories that I can laugh about. Right, so the shift in perspective has truly changed the way I see things, and I hope this video inspires you to keep pushing forward, and no matter what challenges you face, and to find beauty in everything you do. So with that being said, thank you so much for watching this video. I truly appreciate your presence, and I hope to see you next time. Feel free to comment or to share in the comment section which points resonated with you the most, or if you plan to romanticize your school life. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and a special thanks to everyone that has subscribed already. It's really nice. Thank you so much, and I'm so grateful. So thank you so much once again, and goodbye till the next video. Bye bye. Subscribe. Oh no, I miss. This is so hard.